God and Jesus says, "You will lose both of us if you skip. You have only 15 seconds." God says, "Chosen one, do not skip no matter what, so listen to God now before it's too late." Don't skip God. I am speaking to you with urgency because this is not a small warning, and if you turn away, you may miss a blessing that was prepared for you before you were born. When I say you have only 15 seconds, I am revealing that the window of obedience can close quickly, and the heart that keeps delaying can slowly grow distant from my voice. Chosen one, this is about your connection to me and to my Son, and I am asking you to hold on with all your strength, instead of scrolling past what could change your life. If you believe that I am calling you right now, comment, Amen. I am not threatening you out of anger, but awakening you out of love, because I see dangers ahead that you do not yet see. You must understand that skipping me is not about a single action. It is about a pattern that can slowly remove my presence from the center of your life. When you push my voice aside again and again, your spirit becomes distracted, and distraction opens doors to fear, confusion, and regret. I am calling you chosen because I have placed my hand on you, and I refuse to let you drift without warning. If this word is stirring something deep inside your heart, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are choosing to stay with me and not turn away. I want you to feel the weight of these seconds, because obedience in a small moment can protect you from a storm that would have shaken your entire future. When I say you could lose both of us, I am speaking about intimacy, guidance, and covering that comes from walking closely with me and with Jesus. My Son gave everything so that you could live in nearness, not distance, and I will not watch silently while the enemy tries to pull you away through distraction. The 15 seconds represent decisions that seem tiny but carry eternal consequences, and you are standing at one of those decisions right now. You may think skipping is harmless, yet every time you ignore my call, you train your heart to value other voices more than mine. I am pleading with you because I love you, and love refuses to stay quiet when someone precious is about to step into harm. There are battles forming around you that you cannot see, and my warning is a shield placed in your hands before the arrows arrive. I am not trying to control you. I am trying to protect you from a path that looks easy but leads to sorrow and delay. When you choose to stay and listen, you invite my wisdom to guard your steps and my spirit to strengthen your mind. If you trust that I am guiding you even when you do not understand everything, comment 1111. I am building discipline inside you through this moment, because the one who can pause and listen to me in 15 seconds will also stand firm in seasons that test their faith. Do not think that this urgency means I am far from you, because in truth I am closer than your own breath, and I am fighting for your attention so that I can keep you safe. I have plans to lift you, to restore what was broken, and to open doors that no one around you could open, but those plans require your willingness to stay connected. Every time you resist the urge to skip me, you strengthen your relationship with me and deepen your awareness of my presence. There are habits forming inside you every single day, and habits decide destiny more than sudden events. If you build the habit of turning away when my spirit calls, your heart slowly becomes less sensitive. When you build the habit of staying, listening, and honoring my presence, your heart grows stronger and more secure. Chosen one, I am not measuring you by perfection. I am watching your willingness. Your willingness to stay right now is precious to me. You may not see what I am protecting you from, but I see the traps that were set weeks ago. I see the conversations that could mislead you and the decisions that could drain your peace. My warning is not dramatic language. It is divine care moving ahead of danger. When you remain attentive to me, you close doors before they ever fully open. This is how I guard the ones I love. The world tries to rush you and pull you in many directions, but I am teaching you to pause and center yourself in me. In these 15 seconds of obedience, you are declaring that I come first. That declaration strengthens your spirit more than you know. If you feel that you are choosing me above every distraction in this moment, comment 1212. Let that simple act remind your heart that you are not ashamed to stand with me. When I speak about losing us, if you skip, I am revealing the danger of distance, not abandonment. I do not walk away quickly, but the heart that constantly ignores me slowly drifts into coldness. Coldness leads to confusion, and confusion invites fear. I want you anchored in clarity and peace, not wandering through doubt. Staying connected keeps your spirit warm and steady. Jesus is standing with you even now, covering you with grace and strength. His sacrifice was not only for your salvation, but for your daily guidance and protection. When you honor his presence by staying attentive, you honor the price he paid. I am drawing you closer to his heart, not pushing you away. Together we are securing your steps and surrounding you with mercy. There are blessings scheduled for you that require readiness. If your focus is scattered, you may miss instructions that lead you into those blessings. I am aligning your spirit so that when opportunity appears, you recognize it as my hand at work. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because I see your potential and your calling. I am shaping you quietly through these small acts of obedience. Do not underestimate the power of a single decision to listen. Many of my greatest works in your life begin with a quiet yes that no one else sees. When you say yes to me in a hidden moment, I move publicly in ways that surprise you later. This is how I build trust between us. This is how I strengthen your faith without you even realizing it. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You have felt pressure lately, and some of it was designed to push you away from me. Stress can cloud your mind and make spiritual focus feel difficult. That is why I am simplifying this for you by saying do not skip, stay present, and listen. You do not need complex knowledge right now, you need connection. Connection to me will steady everything else. If you are deciding right now that no matter what pulls at your attention, you will stay faithful to my voice, comment 1010. Let that declaration be your reminder that your loyalty belongs to me. Every time you choose to remain, you weaken the hold of distraction over your life. I am building strength in you through repetition. This is how warriors of faith are formed. I know you have struggled before with consistency, and I am not condemning you for that. I am encouraging you because growth is happening even when you feel weak. Each time you respond to my call instead of ignoring it, you repair what was once fragile. You are becoming more stable, more aware, and more grounded in my presence. That stability will protect you in days ahead. There are spiritual battles that never reach you because you chose to stay close to me. You do not see the attacks that were cancelled or the confusion that was blocked. My angels move on your behalf when your heart is aligned with mine. This is why I urge you so strongly to remain attentive. Your obedience activates protection you cannot measure. Chosen one, you are not ordinary in my sight. I have marked you with purpose and surrounded you with favor. The enemy knows this, which is why distraction is used as a weapon against you. When you resist that weapon, you frustrate his plans and strengthen your destiny. Staying with me is an act of quiet victory. I will continue to guide you step by step as long as your heart stays open. These moments of listening are building a deeper bond between us. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten, and I am proving that by speaking clearly to you. There is a reason I called you chosen one from the beginning. I see qualities in you that others may not recognize yet. I see resilience forming beneath your struggles, and courage growing beneath your doubts. The urgency you feel right now is proof that my spirit is still reaching you clearly. That connection is precious, and I want you to guard it carefully. Every time you resist the urge to turn away, you are telling heaven that I matter more than convenience. That declaration echoes beyond what your physical ears can hear. It builds spiritual authority inside you that will serve you in future battles. You are not just watching or listening. You are training your soul. Your consistency is shaping your character. I know that sometimes you feel tired of warnings and constant reminders. You may think you already understand what I expect from you. Yet understanding without action does not bring transformation. I am moving you from knowledge into obedience because obedience unlocks protection. What you do in small moments reveals the direction of your heart. The phrase "do not skip" is about guarding your spiritual sensitivity. When you protect your sensitivity to me, you protect your peace. Peace is not accidental, it grows from alignment with my will. Alignment requires attention and intention. I am teaching you both through this experience. There are unseen crossroads forming in your near future. They will not look dramatic at first, but they will carry consequences. If you are distracted, you may step into a path that delays your purpose. If you remain attentive, you will recognize my guidance quickly. I am positioning you to make wise decisions. You may wonder why I repeat the urgency about losing us if you skip. It is because distance from me does not happen suddenly, it happens gradually. A little neglect becomes habit, and habit becomes separation. I refuse to let that happen without warning you. I am guarding your closeness to me like a treasure. If you are determined to protect your relationship with me, no matter what tries to distract you, comment 777. Let that simple action remind you that you are choosing intimacy over indifference. Every time you respond in faith, you strengthen the bridge between your heart and mine. That bridge carries guidance, comfort, and strength. I want you to realize that this is not about earning my love. My love for you was settled long ago. This is about staying positioned to receive what my love wants to give you. When you drift, you block the flow of clarity and strength that I am offering. When you stay attentive, you keep yourself open. There are blessings I am preparing that require spiritual awareness. If you are careless with my voice, you may overlook the door when it opens. I am aligning timing, people, and opportunities around you. Your focus determines whether you recognize my hand in those moments. This is why I insist that you do not skip. Jesus stands beside you with patience and compassion. He understands weakness and temptation because he walked through them. His presence is not fragile, but your attention to him must be protected. When you guard your focus, you honor the sacrifice he made for you. You are not walking this path alone. The world is loud and relentless, constantly demanding your reaction. I am teaching you to respond instead of react. When you pause to hear me, you move from chaos into clarity. Clarity strengthens your decisions and calms your fears. This is how I protect your mind. You may have felt recently that something important is approaching in your life. That feeling is not imagination, it is preparation. I am adjusting your heart so that you are ready for what comes next. Readiness requires awareness and obedience. These repeated calls are shaping that readiness. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If your heart is choosing to remain alert to my guidance through every distraction, comment 555. Let that declaration seal your intention in this moment. Intentions spoken in faith carry power. They help you stand firm when pressure increases. Do not let guilt from past failures convince you that you cannot stay consistent now. Growth is not measured by how you began, but by how you continue. I see your effort and I honor it. Each time you choose me, you rewrite the pattern of your past. You are becoming stronger than you were before. There are forces that would prefer you spiritually numb and easily swayed. A numb heart cannot hear my warnings clearly. That is why I am awakening you with urgency and repetition. I would rather shake your attention than watch you drift quietly. My correction is protection in disguise. Remember that chosen does not mean comfortable, it means purposeful. Purpose attracts resistance, and resistance requires awareness. When you remain close to me, resistance loses its power. I become your shield and your guide. Staying connected ensures that your purpose stays intact. I am not counting seconds to threaten you. I am highlighting moments to train you. Time is precious, and how you use it reveals what you value. By refusing to skip, you declare that I am worth your attention. That declaration invites my presence to move more freely in your life. Presence brings transformation. Your future is not random or accidental. I am carefully shaping it with intention and love. Each small act of obedience adds strength to the foundation of that future. Do not underestimate what you are building right now. You are constructing stability that will support greater blessings. There will be days when distraction does not come loudly but quietly through routine. Routine can make you careless if you are not alert. I am teaching you to remain spiritually awake even in ordinary hours. The one who honors me in simple moments will recognize me in major decisions. That awareness will protect you more than you realize. The reason I speak firmly about not skipping is because distraction often feels harmless at first. It looks like a small delay or a quick diversion. Yet those small diversions, repeated over time, weaken your spiritual focus. I am strengthening your focus now so that you will not be easily pulled away later. Focus is a form of protection. You are living in a time when many voices compete for your attention. Some voices promise comfort but lead to confusion. Others promise excitement but lead to emptiness. My voice may seem quieter, but it carries truth and life. When you choose to remain with me, you are choosing depth over noise. There are assignments attached to your life that require clarity. If your mind is scattered, you will struggle to carry those assignments fully. I am helping you develop discipline because discipline protects purpose. The world may not see what is forming inside you, but I see it clearly. You are growing stronger in ways that will soon become visible. If you are deciding that your attention belongs to me before it belongs to the world, comment 999. Let that act seal your commitment in this hour. You are not performing for others, you are aligning your heart with mine. Alignment brings peace that distraction can never offer. I know there are moments when you feel tempted to step away because listening requires effort. It is easier to follow impulses than to cultivate awareness. Yet the easier path often leads to regret. I am guiding you toward what builds stability rather than what provides quick escape. Stability is the foundation of lasting blessing. Jesus remains close to you, not as a distant figure but as a present guide. His strength flows into you when you remain attentive. His peace steadies your thoughts when you choose to focus. You are not trying to hold yourself together alone. you are leaning on divine support. When I speak about losing us if you skip, I am protecting your relationship from gradual neglect. Relationships require attention, and neglect weakens connection. I want you deeply rooted, not loosely attached. Rooted, faith withstands storms that uproot shallow commitment. I am cultivating depth within you. There are decisions ahead that will test your maturity. They will not come with dramatic warnings, but they will require spiritual sensitivity. If you practice attentiveness now, you will recognize my direction easily. Preparation is happening even when you do not feel it. You are being equipped quietly. The enemy understands that a distracted believer is easier to mislead. That is why distraction has been persistent in your life. Yet, every time you resist it, you grow in authority. Authority is not loud, it is steady and disciplined. I am building that steadiness in you. If you are choosing to protect your focus and guard your connection with me, comment 1515. Let that be your declaration that you will not drift. Your words of faith strengthen your resolve. Resolve makes you resilient when pressure increases. Do not allow shame from past inconsistency to discourage you now. Growth is not erased by former weakness. Each new act of obedience creates a fresh path forward. I see progress even when you see only struggle. Progress matters more than perfection. I am also teaching you to value time differently. Time is not just minutes passing, it is opportunity forming. Every moment you give me shapes the direction of your life. When you prioritize me, you prioritize wisdom and protection. That choice keeps you from unnecessary sorrow. You may notice that your awareness of my presence is becoming sharper. That is not accidental. It is the result of your willingness to stay. Sensitivity to my spirit is a gift that must be nurtured. The more you guard it, the stronger it becomes. Strengthened awareness brings confidence. Chosen one, you are not being called to religious routine, but to living relationship. Relationship requires attention, honesty, and commitment. I am offering you closeness that transforms your daily walk. When you remain attentive, you walk with confidence instead of confusion. That confidence is rooted in trust. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There will be times when the urgency feels intense. Do not mistake that intensity for anger. It is love refusing to let you wander into harm. I see further than you can see, and I speak because I care. My warnings are proof of my involvement in your life. You are learning that obedience in small things protects you from large consequences. That lesson will stay with you long after this moment. The discipline you are forming now will carry into your future relationships, decisions, and responsibilities. Nothing is wasted when you choose to listen. Everything is building towards stability. You are beginning to notice that the real battle is not outside you but within your focus. The enemy rarely attacks with obvious darkness at first. He uses small distractions, subtle doubts, and quiet compromises. Those things appear harmless, yet they slowly shift your attention away from me. I am calling you back again and again so that nothing quietly steals your devotion. When I tell you not to skip, I am training your reflexes. Instead of reacting to every impulse, you are learning to pause and listen. That pause creates space for wisdom. Wisdom protects you from making decisions that would cost you peace later. Peace is one of the greatest treasures I give you. There are seasons approaching that will require you to think clearly and act with courage. If your spirit is scattered, fear can easily distort your judgment. I am stabilizing you now so that fear will not control you later. Stability comes from consistent connection. Connection grows through intentional attention. I see how your mind sometimes wanders even while you are trying to focus. I do not condemn you for that, but I guide you back gently. Discipline is not punishment, it is training for purpose. You are being prepared for responsibility that requires spiritual strength. Strength grows through repetition and endurance. If you feel in your heart that you are becoming more serious about guarding your connection with me, comment 1717. Let that simple declaration mark this step forward. You are not just hearing words, you are forming commitment. Commitment builds momentum. I want you to understand that losing us does not mean that we disappear instantly. It means the closeness fades when attention fades. Distance forms quietly when devotion weakens. I am protecting your closeness by calling you to remain aware. Closeness is where guidance flows freely. You have experienced moments when my presence felt strong and undeniable. Those moments were not random. They were the fruit of attentiveness and hunger. When you stay connected, those experiences increase. I desire consistent intimacy, not occasional awareness. There are influences around you that compete for your loyalty. Some offer approval, others offer comfort. None of them can provide the security that comes from walking closely with me. Security grows from knowing you are guided and protected. That security strengthens your confidence. When distraction tries to pull you, remember that your destiny is too valuable to risk for temporary impulses. Destiny requires focus. I have woven purpose into your life carefully. Do not allow carelessness to unravel what I have designed with intention. You are not ordinary, and your focus must reflect that. If you are choosing to honor your calling by protecting your spiritual attention, comment 1919. Let that act remind you that you belong to me. Belonging brings responsibility, but it also brings protection. You are covered as you remain connected. You may notice that as you guard your focus, your inner peace becomes steadier. That is because peace thrives where distraction loses power. Peace allows you to hear me clearly. Clarity makes your steps confident. Confidence strengthens your endurance. Jesus stands with you in patience and compassion. He understands how human weakness tries to interrupt devotion, yet he also knows the power of persistence. His strength supports you each time you choose to remain attentive. You are not striving alone. There will be days when urgency returns strongly. Do not resist that urgency. It is my love keeping you alert. I would rather awaken you repeatedly than allow you to drift quietly into distance. My repetition is protection wrapped in persistence. You are developing spiritual maturity through these decisions. Maturity is not measured by emotion but by consistency. Consistency proves that your faith is rooted rather than shallow. Rooted faith cannot be easily shaken. That stability will carry you through trials. I am also refining your priorities. What you give your time and attention to reveals what you truly value. By refusing to skip, you are declaring that I am worth your time. That declaration shifts your spiritual atmosphere. Atmosphere influences outcome. Chosen one, you are being shaped into someone who responds quickly to my guidance. Quick response prevents delay and regret. Delay often brings confusion. I am teaching you to move with clarity rather than hesitation. Clarity strengthens courage. Remember that every moment you choose me, you weaken the hold of distraction over your life. That hold has been strong in past seasons, but it is loosening now. You are reclaiming authority over your focus. Authority grows through repeated choice. I am not tired of reminding you because I see the outcome. I see you standing stronger, thinking clearer, and walking steadier. I see doors opening that once seemed locked. I see protection surrounding you in ways you cannot measure. All of this connects back to your willingness to remain attentive. The warning about not skipping is shaping your awareness of value. What you value, you protect. What you protect, you prioritize. I am teaching you to value my presence above distraction, above impulse, above temporary comfort. That shift in value will quietly transform every area of your life. You are not being asked to live in fear of losing us. You are being invited to guard intimacy. Intimacy requires intention. It grows when you choose closeness, even when you could choose convenience. I am building that intentional closeness inside you. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There are subtle patterns in your life that I am correcting gently. Patterns of delay, patterns of divided attention, patterns of quick distraction. None of them are beyond change. In fact, you are already changing. Each time you stay instead of skipping, you interrupt an old pattern and create a new one. If you sense that your spiritual discipline is becoming stronger than it was before, comment 222. Let that simple act remind you that growth is happening. Growth may feel slow, but it is steady. Steady growth produces lasting fruit. The reason I continue emphasizing these moments is because destiny is not shaped only by dramatic events. It is shaped by repeated small decisions. The small decisions either build alignment or weaken it. Alignment with me protects your calling. Misalignment creates unnecessary struggle. You have a calling that requires clarity and spiritual awareness. I have entrusted you with influence, whether large or small. Influence must be anchored in discipline. Discipline keeps you grounded when praise or pressure tries to shift you. I am anchoring you through attentiveness. There will be moments when your flesh resists focus. It will whisper that you can return later or listen another time. That whisper is subtle but persistent. I am teaching you to recognize it quickly. Recognition allows you to resist it without confusion. Jesus walks with you in this process, strengthening your will and calming your heart. He understands what it means to choose obedience, even when it is difficult. His example is not distant history, it is present strength. His grace supports your effort. When I say you could lose us if you skip, I am speaking about drifting into dullness. Dullness makes it hard to recognize my direction. Direction keeps you safe and purposeful. I am protecting your sensitivity by calling you back repeatedly. Sensitivity is spiritual awareness sharpened by discipline. If you are choosing to remain spiritually sharp and attentive, comment 555. Let that declaration seal your commitment again. Commitment repeated becomes conviction. Conviction becomes character. I see the future paths that could unfold before you. Some lead to peace and progress, others lead to regret and delay. Your attentiveness determines which path becomes reality. I am not forcing you. I am guiding you. Guidance requires cooperation. You may notice that as you guard your focus, your confidence increases. That confidence is rooted in clarity. When you know you are listening, you feel steadier in your decisions. Steadiness brings courage. Courage carries you through opposition. There are forces that would prefer you uncertain and easily swayed. Uncertainty makes you vulnerable. Clarity makes you strong. I am building clarity through repetition. Repetition reinforces truth. Chosen one, you are becoming more intentional about your spiritual life. That intentionality will ripple into your relationships, your work, and your choices. Everything connected to you benefits when you stay aligned with me. Alignment releases peace and wisdom. You are not being shaped into someone rigid or anxious. You are being shaped into someone focused and grounded. Focus allows you to move through chaos without absorbing it. Grounded faith does not panic when pressure increases. It remains steady. If you feel that your relationship with me is becoming deeper and more serious, comment 1010. Let that mark this stage of growth. Each declaration strengthens your awareness of who you belong to. Belonging fuels loyalty. I am not counting how many times you struggled in the past. I am watching how you respond now. Response determines direction. Direction determines outcome. Your present choices matter more than former failures. You are learning that obedience is not about restriction, it is about protection. Protection preserves joy. Joy strengthens endurance. Endurance carries you into fulfillment. This chain begins with attention. As you continue to refuse distraction, you will notice my presence becoming more natural to you. What once required effort will begin to feel familiar. Familiarity with my voice builds confidence. Confidence reduces fear. I am shaping you into someone who values spiritual awareness as much as physical safety. Just as you would not ignore a warning sign on a dangerous road, do not ignore my voice when it calls. My voice is the sign that keeps you from hidden harm. Listening is wisdom. You may not realize it yet, but your spiritual reflexes are changing. Where you once reacted quickly to impulse, you are now pausing more often. That pause is powerful. In that pause, my wisdom enters and adjusts your direction. Wisdom received in a small pause can prevent years of regret. I am also teaching you to recognize the difference between urgency from me and pressure from the world. Worldly pressure rushes you without clarity. My urgency calls you into focus with peace. Even when my tone is firm, my presence is steady. I am not pushing you into panic. I am pulling you into protection. There are patterns in your past that tried to form a habit of neglect. Neglect weakens spiritual sensitivity slowly. You are breaking that pattern now. Each time you choose to remain attentive, you repair what was once weakened. Restoration begins with awareness. If you feel that your focus is becoming stronger than your impulses, comment 777. Let that simple declaration remind you that progress is real. Progress is not always dramatic, but it is visible in your consistency. Consistency is transforming your character. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are discovering that obedience in seconds protects you for seasons. A single moment of attention can redirect an entire day. A day redirected can alter the course of months. Months shaped by discipline can transform your future. This is why I continue to emphasize what seems small. The enemy prefers you casual about spiritual matters. Casual devotion leads to shallow roots. Shallow roots cannot withstand pressure. I am deepening your roots through repetition and clarity. Depth ensures stability. Jesus stands beside you not only as Savior but as guide. His presence strengthens your resolve. When you feel weak, His grace supports you. When you feel uncertain, His peace steadies you. You are walking with divine assistance. I am also refining your awareness of time. Time is not endless opportunity. It is sacred trust. When I say you have only seconds, I am teaching you to value the present. The present is where decisions are made. You may have noticed that your mind resists discipline at times. Resistance is natural when growth is occurring. Growth stretches you beyond comfort. Comfort does not build strength. Strength requires intention. If you are choosing to treat your connection with me as sacred and protected, comment 999. Let that act mark your seriousness. Serious faith does not mean joyless living. It means anchored living. There are doors ahead that require clarity to recognize. If your spirit is dull, you may miss them. I am sharpening your awareness so that you step into opportunity without hesitation. Clarity removes confusion. Confusion drains energy. Chosen one, you are being shaped into someone reliable in spirit. Reliability builds trust between us. When you consistently respond to my call, you deepen that trust. Trust strengthens intimacy. Intimacy unlocks guidance. Do not interpret repetition as impatience. It is persistence rooted in love. I repeat, because your destiny matters. I repeat, because distraction is persistent. My voice must be stronger than what competes for you. You are learning that devotion is not based on mood. Mood changes quickly. Commitment remains steady. I am cultivating commitment inside you. Commitment produces endurance. There will be moments when urgency rises again unexpectedly. Those moments will test whether this discipline has truly settled into you. I am confident in the growth I see. You are not the same as you were. Your awareness has increased. If you sense that your relationship with me feels more intentional than before, comment 1515. Let that reinforce your awareness. Intentional faith carries weight. Weight brings stability. I am not trying to take freedom from you. I am teaching you how to guard it. True freedom requires wisdom. Wisdom grows through attention. Attention strengthens discernment. You are becoming more alert to subtle shifts in your thoughts and environment. That alertness is a gift. It prevents you from stepping into traps. Prevention is quieter than rescue, but just as powerful. There are blessings attached to your obedience that you have not yet seen. Those blessings are not rewards for performance. They are fruit of alignment. Alignment releases favor. The warning about not skipping has begun to change how you view your time. You are realizing that every moment carries spiritual weight. Nothing is neutral when it comes to your attention. What you feed grows stronger. What you ignore becomes weaker. I am strengthening your ability to recognize subtle danger. Not all danger announces itself loudly. Some danger arrives disguised as comfort or harmless delay. Your sharpened awareness protects you from stepping into what looks easy but leads to confusion. Awareness is a shield. You may notice that as you guard your focus, your thoughts become clearer. Clarity is evidence that alignment is increasing. Alignment quiets inner chaos. Chaos loses its grip when your spirit is anchored. Anchoring requires intention. If you feel that your spiritual awareness is more alive than it used to be, comment 1212. Let that declaration remind you that growth is happening. Growth thrives where attention is guarded. Guarded attention preserves intimacy. I am also refining your discernment. Discernment helps you distinguish between what demands attention and what deserves it. Many things demand, but few truly deserve. I deserve your focus because I see what you cannot see. My guidance protects what you value most. You are not being trained for comfort, you are being trained for purpose. Purpose requires alertness. Alertness keeps you from drifting into complacency. Complacency weakens spiritual sensitivity. I am preventing that weakness by calling you to remain steady. Jesus continues to walk beside you in this discipline. His patience is not limited. His strength is available. When you feel tired of resisting distraction, His grace carries you forward. You are not walking alone in this training. The phrase "you will lose both of us if you skip" is not meant to frighten you but to awaken seriousness. Intimacy must be guarded. Guarding intimacy requires daily choice. Daily choice becomes consistent character. Character shapes destiny. There are moments ahead when decisions will need to be made quickly. Quick decisions require a prepared heart. Preparation happens through consistent attentiveness. You are preparing without even realizing the full extent of it. That preparation will soon reveal its value. If you are choosing to protect your destiny by guarding your focus, comment 1717. Let that statement seal your intention again. Intention repeated becomes habit. Habit rooted in faith becomes strength. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may have once underestimated the power of small choices. You now see that small choices create patterns. Patterns shape direction. Direction determines outcome. I am adjusting your direction through these repeated reminders. There will be voices that try to convince you that you are taking this too seriously. They may treat spiritual attentiveness as unnecessary intensity. Do not allow that perspective to weaken your resolve. Depth often looks unusual to those who live casually. Depth builds stability. I am also strengthening your patience. Patience grows when you learn to pause rather than rush. Rushing often leads to error. Pausing invites wisdom. Wisdom protects your peace. Chosen one, you are stepping into a season where clarity will matter greatly. Clarity requires focus. Focus requires discipline. Discipline requires decision. You are making that decision repeatedly. I see the internal shifts happening inside you. Your priorities are rearranging quietly. What once seemed urgent is losing importance. What truly matters is becoming clearer. That shift is my work within you. If you sense that your commitment to me feels stronger and more rooted than before, comment 1919. Let that mark this deeper stage. Rooted commitment withstands pressure. Pressure cannot uproot what is planted deeply. You are learning that obedience is not about restriction but alignment. Alignment brings protection without anxiety. Protection brings confidence without pride. Confidence strengthens endurance. Endurance sustains purpose. There will still be moments when distraction attempts to return. Growth does not eliminate temptation completely. It equips you to respond wisely. Wisdom is now becoming your reflex. I am pleased with the seriousness you are developing. Seriousness does not remove joy, it safeguards it. Joy flourishes where stability exists. Stability grows through attentiveness. You are beginning to sense my presence more quickly. What once required strong reminders now feels more natural. This is growth. Growth does not always announce itself loudly, but it changes how you respond. You are responding with steadiness rather than impulse. The warning not to skip has become more than instruction. It has become protection woven into your awareness. You now pause more often before acting. That pause invites my wisdom into situations that once felt overwhelming. Wisdom keeps your path clear. I see that your inner world is becoming calmer. Calmness is evidence of alignment. When you are aligned with me, confusion has less room to grow. Confusion weakens decision-making. Clarity strengthens it. If you feel that your connection with me feels more stable than it did before, comment 222. Let that declaration mark your progress. Stability grows through repetition. Repetition builds endurance. You are also noticing that temptation to drift is easier to recognize now. Recognition is strength. When you recognize distraction quickly, you can reject it without struggle. Struggle decreases when awareness increases. Awareness sharpens your spiritual instincts. Jesus remains near you, guiding your thoughts gently. His patience has never wavered. He supports the discipline forming within you. His peace strengthens your resolve each time you remain attentive. The phrase about losing us if you skip now carries deeper meaning for you. You understand that intimacy requires guarding. Guarding requires seriousness. Seriousness protects closeness. Closeness sustains strength. There will still be moments when your focus is tested. Testing does not mean failure. Testing reveals growth. What once caused you to drift now causes you to pause. That pause shows maturity. If you are choosing to treat your spiritual focus as sacred and non-negotiable, comment 555. Let that reaffirm your commitment. Commitment repeated becomes identity. Identity shapes destiny. You are stepping into a new level of spiritual awareness. This awareness is not loud or dramatic. It is steady and grounded. Grounded faith is not easily shaken. Shaken faith reacts quickly. Grounded faith responds calmly. I am pleased with the steadiness forming in you. Steadiness is rare in a distracted world. Distraction thrives on impatience. Patience weakens its influence. You are becoming patient in your listening. Your priorities are continuing to shift quietly. You now recognize that attention given to me produces clarity in other areas of your life. Clarity reduces anxiety. Anxiety loses power when direction is clear. Direction flows from connection. If you sense that your confidence is increasing as your attentiveness deepens, comment 777. Let that statement anchor your awareness. Confidence rooted in alignment is different from pride. Pride isolates. Alignment strengthens. You are no longer treating these warnings as temporary urgency. You are embracing them as lifestyle guidance. Lifestyle guidance shapes long-term peace. Peace built slowly lasts longer than excitement built quickly. I am also strengthening your resilience. Resilience grows when you repeatedly choose what is right over what is easy. Easy choices often produce shallow outcomes. Right choices produce stable growth. You are choosing stability. There are blessings ahead that require this level of maturity. Immature focus would mishandle them. Mature attentiveness will steward them well. I am preparing you quietly for greater responsibility. Chosen one, you are proving that you value intimacy with me. Value is shown through consistency. Consistency reveals loyalty. Loyalty strengthens trust between us. Trust unlocks deeper guidance. You may notice that decisions are becoming clearer and less stressful. That clarity is fruit of alignment. Alignment simplifies what once felt complicated. Simplicity strengthens peace. Peace allows you to move forward confidently. If you feel that your devotion is becoming more disciplined and intentional, comment 999. Let that mark this deeper level. Discipline is no longer effort alone. It is becoming natural response. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I am proud of the growth unfolding inside you. Growth built slowly will sustain you in future challenges. Challenges will not disappear, but your response to them has changed. Changed response means strengthened character. You may not see yourself as a leader, yet leadership begins with personal discipline. Discipline in private builds authority in public. Authority is not loud control, it is quiet consistency. When your life reflects attentiveness to me, your words carry weight. Weight comes from depth. The warning not to skip has now formed a pattern of alertness within you. That alertness will serve you when responsibility increases. Responsibility requires clarity under pressure. Pressure exposes weak foundations. Your foundation is becoming solid through repeated choice. There will be people around you who struggle with distraction more openly than you once did. Your steadiness will stand out. They may not understand how you remain calm when noise increases. The answer will be simple. You chose to stay when it mattered. If you sense that you are becoming more grounded than before, comment 1010. Let that statement acknowledge the growth. Growth recognized becomes gratitude. Gratitude strengthens humility. I am also expanding your capacity to handle complexity without losing focus. Complexity can overwhelm those without anchored attention. Anchored attention filters what matters from what does not. Filtering protects your energy. Protected energy strengthens endurance. Jesus continues walking with you, shaping your responses gently. His calmness becomes your example. His patience becomes your guide. You are absorbing his steadiness as you remain attentive. The phrase about losing us if you skip now serves as reminder rather than warning. You understand the cost of drift. Drift steals clarity slowly. You have chosen clarity instead. Clarity protects calling. You are beginning to notice that your reactions are slower but wiser. Quick reaction often leads to regret. Thoughtful response builds respect. Respect follows stability naturally. Stability attracts trust. If you feel that your reactions are becoming calmer and more intentional, comment 1212. Let that reinforce your awareness. Awareness builds confidence. Confidence rooted in alignment remains humble. There are opportunities approaching that will test your maturity. You will need to make decisions without complete information. In those moments, your cultivated attentiveness will guide you. Guidance flows more clearly to disciplined hearts. You are becoming disciplined, chosen one. You are not being shaped for comfort alone. You are being shaped for impact. Impact requires consistency. Inconsistent devotion weakens influence. Consistent attentiveness strengthens it. You are also developing resilience against internal doubt. Doubt once disrupted your focus easily. Now you recognize it and return to clarity faster. Speed of recovery reveals growth. Growth builds courage. I am refining your patience further. Patience prevents impulsive error. Error avoided is blessing preserved. Preserved blessing multiplies peace. Peace strengthens clarity. If you sense that your faith feels more durable than it once did, comment 1515. Let that declaration seal this stage. Durable faith withstands distraction. Distraction loses its power where conviction is firm. You may still encounter moments of temptation to drift. Growth does not eliminate challenge. It equips you with stronger response. Your response is now grounded rather than reactive. Grounded response protects direction. I see that your priorities have shifted deeply. What once competed with me for attention has lost its grip. That release creates room for deeper guidance. Deeper guidance brings deeper peace. You are becoming someone who values spiritual clarity more than temporary comfort. Comfort fades quickly. Clarity sustains confidence. Confidence rooted in me is steady. Leadership is forming quietly in you, not leadership defined by title, but by influence. Influence flows naturally from authenticity. Authentic faith inspires trust. Trust opens doors. If you feel that your life is becoming more aligned and purposeful, comment 1717. Let that mark your readiness for greater responsibility. Responsibility carried with humility brings favor. I am pleased with the transformation unfolding inside you. What began as urgent warning has matured into consistent discipline. Discipline has become identity. Identity is shaping destiny. You have grown stronger, and that strength must now be guarded. Strength can quietly turn into overconfidence if it is not rooted in humility. Humility keeps you dependent on me. Dependence keeps you safe. Safety allows blessing to remain steady in your life. The warning about not skipping has become part of your spiritual rhythm. You no longer see it as interruption. You see it as guidance. Guidance is valuable because it prevents unnecessary pain. Prevention is quieter than rescue, but just as powerful. There will be moments ahead when success tries to distract you as much as struggle once did. Success can tempt you to loosen discipline. Discipline must remain even when things are going well. Consistency in success protects future stability. If you feel that your focus remains strong, even in comfortable moments, comment 1919. Let that declaration remind you that your growth is not temporary. Temporary focus fades, established discipline endures. I am refining your humility, because humility anchors power safely. As your influence grows, your dependence on me must grow as well. Influence without humility leads to imbalance. Humility keeps your heart aligned with my will. Alignment preserves clarity. Jesus continues to shape your inner posture gently. His example teaches you that strength and humility coexist. He walked in authority, yet remained obedient. You are learning to reflect that balance. Balance sustains long-term faithfulness. The phrase about losing us if you skip now stands as covenant reminder. You understand that intimacy is protected through intention. Intention must be renewed regularly. Renewal prevents drift. Drift weakens direction. You may notice that your decisions now feel more intentional than automatic. Automatic living once guided you. Intentional living now defines you. Intentional living guards purpose. Purpose strengthens identity. If you sense that your commitment feels deeper and less emotional than before, comment 222. Let that mark the maturity forming inside you. Mature faith does not rely on feeling alone, it stands on conviction. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be voices that attempt to reintroduce distraction slowly. They will not appear threatening, they will appear normal. Normality can weaken vigilance. Vigilance must remain active. You are learning that attentiveness is not about fear of punishment, it is about love for connection. Love protects what it values. You value intimacy with me. That value shapes your choices. Chosen one, your inner world is becoming quieter and more ordered. Disorder once dominated your thinking.